In today's episode, I want to talk about how do you use all that old content in your phone to get new customers and new clients. Now, here's my question. What do y'all do with all those pictures and photos and videos that you was at? Like you scrolling through them, you don't know which one to post, which one to filter, and you got all the other ones saying you took 20 photos, you only posted two. I'm going to show you how to use those. I'm on a mission to teach coaches and entrepreneurs how to make more, work less, hire their funnel, and let the funnel do the work. If you're ready, join me on Monetize with Marcus podcast. Now, here's what I would say. I really think we overthink this whole content thing. I really do. Because it's like we go so hard to grab photos and videos and behind the scene, and you got your homegirl and homeboy, they can't even enjoy their dinner because you're like, hey, grab a photo, do another one where I ain't looking. Me included. Hey, do one more. Then you look through them, and the more photos you have, it becomes even harder to choose which one. Like you got 30 of them. It's easy to just get 4 of them, delete them, and it starts clouding up your phone. So here's what I tell people. We got to stop overthinking this stuff. Some of the things we used to post in videos and photos and moments, like behind the scenes things, we forget the fact that other people wasn't there. People's memory isn't that long. They're not binge watching your social media content like it's a Netflix series. Like they don't remember what you posted. Like at the time of me recording this, let's just say that it's March. Nobody remembers what you posted in December of last year. Let's say it's January. No one remembers what you posted in April. So what if you just went on a field trip? You ready? You hopped in the car. You got your mission slip flying. If you went on a field trip through your own content and you go back one full year and you start screenshotting or archiving all of it, you take the archive content and you just start repurposing. Like if you wrote a book, 2, 3, let's use me. I wrote my first book, Win the Day, was launched in 2015. Don't nobody remember this new audio? I haven't marketed or promoted a book in years. I have 3 audio albums, When Greatness Calls, The Heart Diary, and Win the Day Motivational Mixtape. Most people don't know they exist because I don't market them. So I could go back and grab the initial marketing. I can go back and grab photos when I was on book tour, when I was on ABC, NBC, and retell the story as a part of my marketing to then move people to where I'm at now. It builds credibility. Like some of this stuff, y'all are overthinking it. I got to figure out what to post. Post the stuff you posted already. Tell a new story with old content. How many of y'all still watch Martin? I know I do. I can quote it by heart every episode. Now I'm a bird, Gina. Right? Like I can quote every episode. So the same way that we watch reruns of shows, you can use reruns of your content. Now, most people won't even know it's a rerun because the way I memorize Martin, they haven't memorized your stuff yet. They don't memorize your story, and new people are following you that you need to bring up to speed. I think every week, at least once a week, you should post old content to reintroduce to new people things you've done before. Now imagine as a content strategy, if you just talk about, you revisit the emotion you had, you revisit the thought. So if I grab photos of when I got in a car accident and wondered would I ever be able to take care of myself, that's a thought. Like I'm not in that position anymore, and I can identify more people can identify with me, and then I'll say, here's a lesson I wish I would have known then. And I teach value marketing based on old content. Right? Any of these things, you can now, you might, Marcus, how does this attract new customers, new clients? Because you're humanizing yourself. It's now you're not selling. You need a holistic story that people can identify with. Who are you as the character? Is there a level of buy-in, curiosity, pain, struggle? You can win for so long. How many of y'all realize the more you win, the more people want you to lose? Why did people want Golden State to lose years ago? Because they kept winning. Why do people want Floyd Mayweather to lose? Because he kept winning. I don't know what it is about people that they always eventually, you say, why don't you like Tom Brady? I just want to see somebody else win. But don't you think it's a reason he keep winning? So I say that to say, if you're in business and you know that's the tendency of people, you know I'm always talking about marketing. If you got a high moment, you just bought a lamb chop, a Lambo, you just bought a Rolls Royce, you just bought a luxury vehicle, what should you do with the caption? Tell the story of when you wasn't winning. The photo speaks to winning, but the only way for people to identify is for you to have an epiphany bridge story. The moment you had an epiphany that this is what you want to do and the bridge of how you got there. If you do that, now you humanize and you bring down the tendency of people to just look and despise it. They can buy into the story. This is how you balance the two, right? Like any of those things, I'm just trying to get y'all the marketing game. You can start using content. So I'm gonna say this to you. Go back and grab times that you took full-fledged photo shoots and you only posted one photo, but you got 20 images from all different angles. Use those things. You're like a woman saying she don't have nothing to wear. You're like, but you only wore that dress one time to your homegirl birthday and y'all got in an argument and you went home and you didn't even go out after. Well, I wore that already. Girl, ain't nobody see you. You didn't even take no pictures. You was too mad to take a picture. Hey, girl. Bro, didn't nobody see that, bro. Didn't nobody see, especially for guys. You're like, yeah, I already wore my black sweatshirt. Bro, nobody know. So that's one piece. Now, here's the other side of it. I think that people are forgetting with old content versus new content. We are documenting on social media our life, our journey, our education, our experiences, and our information. So we start losing the idea that we are people running businesses and we think that we're just a business. We take that Jay-Z. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. You know what I'm saying? We take that context and we bring it into life and we forget, like, yo, you're a person that's running and operating a business. You still got problems, times you wake up and don't feel like it, times you love it, clients that get on your nerves, things you like doing in your business, things you don't like doing, travel, family who's going through, showing up for clients, coming up with new ideas. I'm reminded of, I said this recently. I was like, yo, my gratitude. I remember what it was like getting paid $1,000 a month working at a school. The saddest day of the month was the day I got paid because I was reminded of how little I was worth. Like, it was a sad day, and I never had enough to pay for everything. Then it hit me like, what I used to make in a year, I had a horrible, I'm being transparent, I had a horrible month in last month, business-wise. Lowest month of the year. Lowest month of the year, right? It comes with business. You got some good, some bad, right? Lowest month of the year. And I was so mad, and I was talking about it. Man, we only did such. And my lady was like, oh, yeah, only, like, I ain't get no love. I ain't get no, it's okay, babe. You can do it, babe. It's all right, babe. I ain't get none of that. I was like, basically she was making like what I was sad about, I ought to be happy about. And then it reminded me, like, I did make in a month more than I used to make in a year. But I got so caught up on where I'm at now, I ignored where I came from. And I was like, yo, this is good content to then talk to the internet, let me grab some old photos of me at my old job and talk about, I had the worst month of the year last month. Be transparent with the internet to document my life, to humanize me, and then say, if you're at a place where blah, 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 give a strong call to action and invite people who are in the same journey to then come and shop with me. That's how I'm going to turn old content into new customers and clients. And I think some of y'all just overthinking this stuff, like straight up. Like you don't have no more memory space for photos or videos. You having to make hard decisions between delete your Bible app or hold on to them videos. You're like, the Lord know my heart. Like, you're like, man, do I say these photos of me and grandma or do I keep this video? Like, I'm gonna say something really funny. Y'all ever go to a concert and you see that person who films the entire thing? I always be looking like, what are you gonna do with all this video? Like 1 hour, and the whole time they didn't even enjoy the show. They like, you're like, bro, if you don't sit down and move, you're like the whole thing. Or it was worse than the people that do Facebook and Instagram live for the whole concert. Bro, you need to go down there and get a job with the media team. you put your arm down. Okay, I'll say that to say, chances are, you're missing out on the opportunity to connect with people on a human-to-human way because you're overthinking this content thing. Content turns into cash flow if you can really see it as an opportunity to communicate your real life and who you are. Like, if you're not communicating the essence of your struggle, your pain, let me give you a few things. Here we go. We out. A level of curiosity. Like in the content, what's the curiosity point? People are curious of who you are, what you do, what you know that they don't know. So you pose some level of curiosity of how you did it, how they can do it. People are curious. How you got started. What's your greatest struggle? What's your greatest weakness? If you could do one thing differently, what would you do? That's curiosity. Then you appeal to the emotion. How can you get someone to emotionally connect with you using content and telling stories? Last but not least is the logic. This is where you teach detailed information that speaks to their mind in a logical way. What's a logical order of steps they can take? I did this, then I did this, then I did this. I wouldn't do this, you can do this. That's logical. That's not emotional. Last but not least, you got emotional, you got logic. Then you have this sense of scarcity connected to it that now speaks to someone and shows them how they can have an opportunity in a small window of time. I created an open space for the next 24 hours. Imagine that's a content strategy. Now imagine you just did that today. Those are your 3 posts. And you did this twice a week or 3 times a week. You now can take old content. You don't have to film nothing, post nothing. You can go on vacation and say, all I'm going to do is grab old content, tell new stories to attract new customers, new clients. You're welcome. This has been another episode of Monetize with Marcus. See, I try to do short form episodes that gives you the game, gives you a strategy. You don't have to ride along in your car for 30, 40 minutes, but you can listen to it, grab a quick point, and apply it to start monetizing online and have a business blueprint. Pun intended, the mob. All right. If you're looking for resources, you can go to monetizewithmarcus.com. You can get a free video training that's going to teach you how to monetize online, even if you have little to no followers. If you're saying, Marcus, I need to figure out this sales funnel thing. How do I make more, work less, hire my funnel, let my funnel do the work? I got a free training for that. You can go to themobblueprint.com / you ready? Sales funnel made simple, but you're going to use just the acronym. So you're going to go SFMS training, SFMS training. And you can access that, or you can go to monetizingmarkets.com / podcast and get access to information regarding each and every one of these episodes, whether it's a digital download or a video training that's going to allow you the opportunity to massively grow your business where you can make more, work less, hire your funnel, let your funnel do the work. I will see you in the next episode.